While Ripple is being sued, why are they still hiring engineers? Can we see this as a sign that Ripple will ultimately prevail? Moreover, why does XRP fare better in Japan than the United States? We'll also examine whether or not Attorney Dean is correct in thinking that the SEC is motivated more by its desire to exert more authority over the burgeoning market than by any adherence to the rule of law. Lastly, something very worrying about XRP in the cryptocurrency market has emerged recently. If you want to know more, watch the whole video to the conclusion to see if this is anything that piques your curiosity. In the beginning, please watch this brand new video. Welcome to our channel, where we discuss recent developments in the world of XRP and other cryptocurrencies. We'd like to extend a warm welcome to everybody who is checking out one of our videos for the first time. If you don't want to miss a single video, please subscribe to our notification channel by clicking here. In spite of widespread layoffs across the industry, Ripple has resumed its hiring efforts, this time with an emphasis on engineers. Ripple tweeted today that it is always on the lookout for exceptional developers to join its team and help create the future. According to the company's careers page, there are currently at least 77 available positions, with 34 of those being engineering-related. Many openings exist around the country and in the United Kingdom and Canada, and the company is actively recruiting for all of them. Also, the company says it doesn't care if applicants have any prior blockchain experience, since it would offer them with the proper training and guidance. Since competitors in the sector continue to reduce expenses, Ripple has issued a call for applicants. According to data compiled by the CoinGecko, January saw a net loss of nearly 2,800 jobs. Research. After the almost 3,000 jobs lost in June due to the collapse of the Terra ecosystem, this is the second biggest monthly total in industry history. 84% of the amount came from cryptocurrency exchanges in January. Fall in trade volumes and revenue were cited as causes. Defying the bear market trend is nothing new for Ripple. In October of 2017, it was reported that the corporation was actively seeking to fill around 150 roles. This is in spite of the fact that regulatory uncertainty has grown in the US and that the company has been engaged in a protracted legal battle with the US Securities and Exchange Commission. As expected, the crypto community at large and the XRP community in particular have enthusiastically embraced today's announcement. This is because it is a strong indicator of a company's financial health and business strategy if they can maintain employment and growth despite a downturn in the economy. As a refresher, 95% of Ripple's workers think it's a fantastic place to work, leading Fortune to include the company in its list of the 100 best mid-sized places to work. It has also been recognized as the fourth greatest workplace in the country for parents. It is generally agreed that XRP is the second most popular cryptocurrency in Japan, with a sizable and dedicated fanbase there. According to a June 2020 survey by BitMEX, its popularity was on equal with that of Bitcoin, with Ethereum placing in a distant third. It has been suggested on Twitter that the asset is more well-liked in Japan than in the United States, based on a recent report from the City University of Hong Kong. Efforts to justify the token's widespread popularity in Japan. According to the survey, Ripple's collaboration with SBI Holdings is what made XRP so popular in Japan. SBI Holdings chairman Yoshitaka Kitao formerly served on Ripple's board of directors, and the two companies have since formed the joint venture SBI Ripple Asia. SBI is the premier VC firm in Japan. In contrast to people in the West, the Japanese have a more positive view of institutions, as described in a global coin data report from 2021 cited in the text. Because to this partnership, XRP has gained unprecedented legitimacy in the country. Both companies are notable for their continued strong relationship. To be sure, Ripple's prolonged legal struggle with the US Securities and Exchange Commission has not boosted its profile in the USA. You may remember that in December 2020, the markets regulator lodged a complaint against the blockchain payments company, claiming that XRP is an unregistered security. After more than 2 years, all papers have been filed and the case is waiting for a verdict. Furthermore, there are currently no established norms for the business in the US, in contrast to Japan's open and anti-money laundering crypto regulations. SEC Chair Gary Gensler: the current campaign of regulation by enforcement has clouded the market with uncertainty, and the most recent moves have cast doubt on the long-term viability of staking services and dollar-pegged stablecoins. Assets reportedly belonging to Japanese consumers are safe and will be recovered via a sister crypto exchange, showing that the country has fared better than the US in the wake of the FTC failure thanks to its efficient regulatory regime. Today, we'd like to inform you about Private Global, a cryptocurrency trading platform that aims to provide its customers with the greatest possible experience. Not to be forgotten is the trade competition events they host, of which there are already 6 but which will open more in the coming days. Tournament on a roaming network with a 100,000 Rovi prize pool that will conclude in a matter of days. Prize pool for the methane contest might reach $20 million. In 4 days it will be over. Inspector. In just 4 days, you can try to win a share of the $130,000 prize pool in this tournament. Smart protocol with a total prize pool of $70,000 and incentives of $20,000 each. Addendum. In-house cryptocurrency offering a hefty $2,000 in prizes. Keep an eye out because it has begun. Electronic Sports League Stadium. In a matter of days, it will kick off with a starting prize pool of $223,500 and all the necessary prerequisites. You'll need at least 100 props to compete in this competition. A minimum bet of that amount is required to participate in this tournament. During the event, the stake prop cannot be decreased. Keep in mind that the amount of prop you stake determines your membership level, and that in turn determines the transaction fees you pay. The lowest transaction costs are given to the prop stakes with the highest value. Just secure your prop and start reaping the rewards immediately. There is a link in the description for you to sign up for Private Global, one of the most secure cryptocurrency exchanges out there. In addition, John E. Deaton, the attorney who is representing 75,000 XRP holders in the lawsuit as a friend of the court, recently tweeted Judge Sarah Nedburn's criticism of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission in its case against Ripple. The term crypto custody was used in reaction to a recent Bloomberg opinion post. The report quotes prominent Bloomberg journalist Matt Levine, who writes that the SEC has turned the tables on the cryptocurrency business. Levine argues that regulators in the conventional banking sector draft broad public rules meant to cover all eventualities, leaving room for inventive and well-compensated lawyers operating in the sector to exploit. Yet, as Levine points out, the opposite appears to be true in the crypto market right now. According to Levine's editorial, the SEC is taking advantage of legislative loopholes to incrementally increase its regulatory authority in the developing market, while industry players remain perpetually one step behind the curve. The SEC has informed centralized staking service providers of its legal action against Kraken, which is why Levine's article is timely. Remember that last July, Judge David Byrne said that the SEC wasn't acting in faithful allegiance to the law but rather in pursuit of its goals, citing the agency's shifting posture on the contentious Hinman documents. In particular, the agency maintained at first that William Hickman's controversial statement in 2018 in which he declared Bitcoin and Ethereum not securities were his own opinions and not the position of the market regulator. But the SEC claimed attorney-client privilege when the judge ordered it to turn over emails and other documents relating to the speech's preparation. These papers, as Hinman conferred with various attorneys while crafting the address. Hinman was the director of the SEC Corporate Finance Division at the time. Although the SEC complaint against Ripple came as a surprise to many, it was not unexpected given that just 2 years ago, in what is widely regarded as the only SEC guidance to the emerging markets, Chairman Hinman had argued that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other sufficiently decentralized networks do not represent securities. Many in the crypto business and those who follow the market are therefore intrigued by the contents of the contentious documents. Dr. Rosalind Layton, a policy researcher and Forbes contributor, recently filed a motion asking the court to unseal the document, which, as she points out in a recent article, could shed light on whether or not he was influenced by Athenaeum interests in his speech or whether or not regulators are confused, which could explain why industry participants are confused. The market regulator is particularly keen on keeping these records secret, claiming that releasing them would have a chilling effect on future policy discussions. The SEC has stretched existing laws to bring various enforcement proceedings against sector players, despite the fact that SEC Chair Gary Gensler has repeatedly stated that standard securities regulations apply to crypto and new rules are unnecessary. In light of this, despite Gensler's assurances to the contrary, the US market continues to be enveloped in ambiguity, with no clear path to compliance. In closing, we will return to XRP and the typical events in the cryptocurrency market. If you want to be among the first to know about any new developments involving XRP, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell. In comparison to the rest of the crypto market, XRP weekly chart has printed its 12th straight dropping candle. This latest turn of events is a result of Ripple's ongoing legal battle with the SEC and is therefore unfavorable for the asset. A crypto trader and XRP supporter who goes by the alias Mr. Huber has recently drawn notice to the bearish pattern. Huber brought attention to a TradingView weekly chart comparing XRP's performance to that of the entire cryptocurrency market. Since its stunning performance versus the rest of the market in late 2021, about a year into the SEC litigation, the chart shows XRP has been caught in a slump. Furthermore, XRP's losing streak, which began in the second week of December 2022, demonstrates the tendency of a breakout to the downside despite the fact that the price has been battling to preserve a symmetrical triangle. The price of an item forms a symmetrical triangle when it moves back and forth between two parallel but gradually convergent trend lines. There will be bullish momentum if prices break above the upper trend line, and negative momentum if prices break below the lower trend line. After suffering its 12th straight weekly loss in March 2015, XRP rallied to significantly outperform the markets in the second half of the year. Nevertheless, this time around, companies in the business are thinking about a different set of external issues. Even though moods are shifting to more positive territory, the future of the SEC case is still being watched as a possible determining factor in the asset's next move. As the dispute nears its conclusion, the XRP camp continues to hold out hope for a positive verdict. One notable recent claim by attorney John Deaton is that the SEC will win only if it can show that Ripple traded XRP as an unregistered security between 2013 and 2017. But he had previously maintained that XRP is not intrinsically a security, even if Ripple sold it as a security at some point in the future. At the same time, XRP is still struggling against the dollar, hoping to record a second straight daily gain. This video has already concluded. Please show your appreciation for the video by giving it a thumbs up, guys. Subscribe and enable notifications. See you in the next video, bye.